Welcome to Nutrition Your Way, the podcast that empowers you to navigate menopause with confidence through simple, sustainable changes in your diet and lifestyle. If you're experiencing the challenges of menopause and seeking ways to thrive during this transformative phase of life, this show is for you. Discover how you can still enjoy your favorite foods while managing menopause symptoms using simple ingredient swaps. Learn strategies that may help you reduce discomfort, balance your hormones naturally, and embrace this new chapter with vitality and grace. Each episode provides practical tips and insights to make your menopausal journey smoother and more empowering, regardless of where you are in the process. I'm your host, Cindi, flexible nutrition and lifestyle transformation coach and menopause empowerment specialist. I'm here to guide you on your path to becoming a happier, healthier, and more empowered you during menopause and beyond, one simple change at a time. Hey everybody, welcome back to Nutrition Your Way, the podcast where we explore the intersection of functional nutrition and women's health. Today we're about to challenge everything you think you know about healthy eating. That protein bar in your gym bag, those whole grain crackers in your pantry, that low-fat yogurt in your fridge, they might be making you sicker, not healthier. As a functional nutrition practitioner and menopause coach, I've seen countless clients start their health journey convinced they're eating healthy, only to discover that their health foods are actually ultra-processed products in disguise. These foods are not just failing to nourish you, they're actively contributing to inflammation, hormonal imbalances, and chronic health issues. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on ultra-processed foods, exposing the truth about what really is in your kitchen. And most importantly, showing you how to make truly healthy choices that support your body. So, what are processed foods really? Let's start with the surprising fact. Almost everything we eat has been processed in some way. Yes, you heard that right. Even washing and cutting vegetables is technically processing. But here's the key, not all processing is created equal. Think of food processing as existing on a spectrum. So let me break that down for you. Let's start with minimally processed foods. These are your whole foods that have undergone basic preparation to make them more accessible and convenient. Here are some everyday examples. Fresh fruits and vegetables that have been clean cut and packaged. Frozen fruits and vegetables without added sauces or seasonings, raw or roasted nuts and seeds without added oils or salt, dried herbs and spices, fresh meat, poultry, and fish that's been cut and portioned, brown rice, quinoa, and other whole grains that have been cleaned and packaged, dry beans and legumes, fresh milk that's been pasteurized, and plain yogurt without added sugars or flavors. The crucial point here is that nothing significant has been added or taken away from the original food. It's just been prepared for easier use and safety. Moving along the spectrum, we have moderately processed foods. These foods have undergone more processing, but still retain significant nutritional value. They include traditional breads made with whole grain, flour, water, salt, and yeast. Simple cheeses like cheddar, mozzarella, and cottage cheese. Canned foods without added sugars or preservatives like tomatoes, tuna, and beans. Extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, and other cold-pressed oils. Tofu and tempeh. Nut butters made only from nuts and maybe a tiny bit of salt. Wine and beer. Natural sweeteners like maple syrup and honey. Fermented vegetables like traditional sauerkraut and kimchi, and whole grain pasta and plain rolled oats. These foods have undergone some processing but still retain most of their nutritional benefits. They're often staples in many healthy diets and help us create nutritious meals more conveniently. Now, let's talk about ultra-processed foods, the category that's gotten so much attention lately, and for good reason. These are industrial formulations made predominantly from substances extracted from foods or synthesized in laboratories or created. Think about that for a moment. Here's what makes ultra-processed foods different. They typically contain ingredients you wouldn't find in a home kitchen. Things like high fructose corn syrup, modified starches, hydrogenated oils, artificial sweeteners, various forms of stabilizers and emulsifiers, artificial colors and flavors, preservatives, and flavor enhancers like MSG. Common examples of ultra-processed foods include most packaged snack foods like chips, crackers, and pretzels, sugary breakfast cereals, which shouldn't even be called food, soft drinks and energy drinks, packaged baked goods like cookies, cakes, and muffins, instant soups and noodles, hot dogs and processed deli meats, frozen meals with sauce packets or, quote, flavor enhancers, unquote, packaged breads with preservatives and added sugars, flavored yogurts with high sugar content, protein bars and meal replacement shakes, fast food items, margarine and spreadable processed cheeses, and most packaged diet foods and meal replacement programs. So let me share something personal here. About 15 years ago, I tried Nutrisystem, and that, was prepackaged, and I haven't tried it recently, but that is going to be something that's super highly processed, right? Ultra processed. More recently, I tried Optavia, and it opened my eyes to a serious problem in the diet industry. So many weight loss programs are built entirely around ultra processed foods. They're marketed as healthy solutions, but when you look at the ingredients, you'll find they're packed with soy protein isolate, gluten, artificial sweeteners, and other inflammatory ingredients. These aren't supporting your weight loss goals. They're likely making them harder to achieve while potentially creating other health issues. And what's particularly concerning is that these foods often contain added sugars in multiple forms. There can be up to 10 different types of added sugars in a single product. The industry is getting smarter because more consumers are reading labels, and they're changing the name of sugar to these other new names, and they make them sound natural. So you really need to pay attention. Always reach out to me if you have a question, because I can tell you if that's a real sugar or a chemical sugar. They often have refined oils that will promote inflammation, artificial preservatives to extend shelf life, excessive amounts of sodium. We all need salt, a healthy amount, but not the amount of sodium put in that acts as a preservative. Chemical additives to enhance color, texture, and flavor, and very little fiber or natural nutrients. So, how does this impact women's health? As a menopause coach, I need to emphasize something important here. During perimenopause and menopause, our bodies become more sensitive to inflammation and blood sugar fluctuations. Ultra-processed foods can exacerbate these issues, potentially making symptoms like hot flashes, mood swings, and weight changes so much more pronounced. But here's what's crucial to understand. Reducing processed foods and managing inflammation isn't just about menopause. Almost every chronic illness, from heart disease to autoimmune conditions to diabetes, have inflammation as their root cause. So the choices we make about processed foods can impact our health long before, during, and after our menopausal transition. So, what can we do? I'm not here to tell you to never eat processed foods. That's not realistic and necessary. But instead, I encourage awareness and mindful choices. So here are some practical tips. Start by learning how to read labels effectively. In my signature program, the Menopause Mastery Method, I guide women through exactly this process, teaching them how to decode nutrition labels and identify hidden ultra-processed ingredients and all those other sugar names that, the industry's changing. It's a game changer when you know what you're really looking at. And this is something I've said to my clients for years. As a good rule of thumb to start with, if you can't pronounce it, or you wouldn't find it in your grandmother's kitchen, it's probably ultra processed. I always tell my clients, if you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. Simple as that. Focus on adding more minimally processed foods to your diet rather than obsessing about eliminating ultra processed ones. This positive approach tends to be more sustainable and enjoyable, and it becomes a new habit because the more of the minimally processed you add, you're already eliminating ultra processed ones, but you don't even know you're doing it. It's like subconsciously. So in the menopause mastering method, we work together to gradually transition to better food choices while honoring your individual lifestyle and preferences. I'm all about flexible nutrition, and so I never force a diet on you. I never force anything like that. We adapt what you currently are eating to your lifestyle, and we just make it healthier for you. So let me share a quick example from my practice. I had a client who was struggling with intense hot flashes and disrupted sleep. By gradually replacing ultra-processed snacks with minimally processed alternatives, think apple slices with almond butter instead of flavored crackers, she noticed significant improvements in her symptoms within just a few weeks. So remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Small changes in how we choose and prepare our foods can have a profound impact on our health, especially during significant life transitions like menopause. So, before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. So what's your biggest challenge when it comes to processed foods? I'd love for you to share your thoughts and comments, or you can reach out to me on social media. All that will be in the show notes, okay? So I just want to thank you for being here for another episode of Nutrition Your Way, and just reminding you that every small step towards better nutrition is a step towards better health. And I'll be in your headphones next week. Thank you for tuning in to Nutrition Your Way. I hope today's episode has brought you one step closer to embracing your menopausal journey with confidence and vitality. Remember, simple changes can lead to significant improvements in how you experience this transformative phase of life, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. If you found value in this episode, please subscribe to the podcast so you never miss out on empowering tips and strategies for thriving during menopause. You can also connect with me on Instagram at Flexible Macronutrition, or visit my website, cindystickle.com, for more resources and personalized guidance on your menopause and nutrition journey. Until next time, keep making those small, sustainable changes and know that a healthier, more vibrant you is within reach, no matter where you are in your menopause experience.